Welcome to the James Imaging YouTube channel, where we talk about tips and tricks for business technology. Today we're going to go through how to set up a nifty tool inside of DocuWare called Smart Connect. This is one of my favorite tools to show our clients that have just purchased DocuWare because it showcases the time savings that you'll be finding throughout the course of the day as your documents and digital assets are now organized inside of an ECM system. For those of you who have watched previous videos, ECM stands for Enterprise Content Management, which DocuWare is one that we resell at James Imaging. All right, so for this one, you can see, I'm going to show you the demo of it first. You can see that I am inside of our accounting demo system. I've got a couple documents stored in the system currently. Of course, if you were to do this in a live environment, you'd have hundreds, if not thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of files in there, which would make a Smart Connect tool even more powerful. But for now, I've just got a couple invoices in here, and I am going to look out of all the documents in here specifically for this document here. You can see it's an invoice. I've done a couple different demos with this, so it's got a couple different stamps with different actions that I've taken on it. But to prove my point, and this is where a magician would show her hands, nothing up the sleeve, I am going to X out of that completely, and I want to pull up an email. This is a fake email to myself. However, it's very common in day-to-day operations for someone to email about a question about a specific document. For this, it's a question about a specific list of invoices. So all I'm going to do is highlight the invoice number that I want to look for, and I'm going to hit Control-Shift-I, which is my hotkey combination. As you can see, DocuWare is executing a smart search, and it's pulling up my exact document, the one in a million that I am looking for. How cool is that? It's very cool, but I will tell you it's not magic. It is a screen scraping, basically a screen scraping script, if I could say that. I can't say that very well. And as long as you can highlight the information, it doesn't matter if it's in your ERP system, if it's in a CRM system, if it's in an email, a Word document, it doesn't matter. As long as you can highlight information and then run a search or a hotkey combination for an indexing field that you have, so the metadata that is attached to a file inside of DocuWare, it's going to pull up that file. Here's how it works. Here's how to set it up. I'm going to X out of that, and X out of that, and X out of that. Let's pull up the system in general. Hey, here's our internal SharePoint site. Let's log in. Okay. Excuse me. First thing we're going to do is go up to your flyout menu. So under your user login, go to desktop apps, and we want to connect your desktop apps. Perfect. Done. Next, we're going to configurations. So you're going to your flyout menu, hit configurations. Now I'm the admin in this demo system, so I've got a lot more options than you might have. If you do not have the Smart Connect, so we're scrolling all the way down to the bottom and under integrations, Smart Connect, just talk to your admin. They'll turn that on for you. But from here, I'm simply going to click my Smart Connect. And there you go. I am going to delete that. We're going to redo that one. You can have as many Smart Connect searches as you want. Okay. This is the one that I used just recently. It was Control-Shift-I for invoice number because that's what makes sense to me. Let's say Susie Q wants to set up something and Control-Shift-I doesn't make sense to her. Control-U, for whatever reason, is what she thinks of to pull up an invoice because she thinks, can you check on this invoice number? I just made that up. It sounded pretty convincing. Okay. So all I did was I hit new configuration, Let's go back, actually. Don't save. New configuration, highlight search. I like a highlight search because it's clean and it's simple and it keeps any buttons or anything off of my screen. So we're going to go highlight search because I'm highlighting the information that I want to search for. From here, I'm going to say it's a Smart Connect demo using good naming convention so you know what you're doing. It's Control U is what we're going to look for. And this is an invoice search. Again, Control U. I wouldn't use it, but Suzy Q is. So from here, so that was my name. Next, I'm going to choose the filing cabinet that we're pulling from. And it's going to be the accounting search dialog. It gives you all the search dialogs that you have. We want the invoice search. Here's the cool thing. The index field. You're simply choosing the index field that you want to run the search for. We're going to run it for that invoice number, but it could be anything that you wanted it to be. If we wanted to pull up any, I don't know why you would have a credit card number in there, but if you wanted to pull up a PO number, a due date, an employee number, employee name, anything. So from here, I want to use my control, and we're taking out that shift because it's just Control U. So none here, and here I'm going to choose an IU. This last option, always open a results list. It's always going to return a list, whether there's one return or 10,000 returns. It'll always open up in a list first, and then you have to double click the one inside a list. I'm going to leave mine unchecked because that way, if there is one document that matches, it opens up straight away and I don't have to go through double clicking it on a list. It'll still open up a list if there's multiple versions of that search or multiple returns for that search. From here, I'm going to hit save. And let's go back. There it is, my Smart Connect demo, Control U invoice search. Let's close out of that and go back to our lovely email. Now from here, let's pull up this US Steel. And I'm now pressing Control U. There it is. It's working. We did it. Oh, I had closed out of everything. There it is. There's our invoice. We did it, peeps. Let's see if that Control U would also pull up the one that we just looked at. My guess is it's going to. But now I'm starting to just be a show off. There it is. Again, it's magic. All right, that is it for setting up a Smart Connect. Super easy. If you have something that you would like us to work on or to do a video tutorial on, please leave it in the comments below. You can also subscribe, so as we publish new tips and tricks, you'll be able to read those or listen to those. What else? I think that's it. As always, if you have something where you want to have a personalized demo of a certain product, by all means, go to janesimaging.com. There is a link to our bookings page so you can book directly with one of the pre-sales analysts, and we will get in touch with you promptly. Thanks. We'll talk to you soon.